listeners may find the following footage deeply disturbing. For more awesome content, like and subscribe now. Lock and load, bitches.
All right,
there ain't
everyone.
nothing wrong with the Pink Pony Club.
All
I
right,
know
so
exactly where it is, downtown Daytona Beach.
I figured out, folks, if y'all are wondering what all this stuff is, I got to go back to sharing again. All this stuff was with John and Kevin. There's more to it than you guys know.
You got a big echo, Scott.
No,
It
It's
ain't me.
me.
it ain't. You probably have the thing open.
It's Steve.
Yeah, give me a second.
Uh-oh.
So here I'm gonna tell y'all the story of the drama. Y'all didn't know that Kevin has a Barbie fetish and John is a brony. So they were having a personal battle behind the scenes to see whether Barbie or bronies were more popular.
They're having a spat, if you will.
They wouldn't come out and say it because they didn't want to be outed as two freaks. That's what it was. It was all about which fetish would win.
It's just all about the brony. I mean, the Barbie. I mean, yeah.
It's terrible is what it is. And we had to be caught up in that drama for damn near 2 weeks.
I don't know what the hell.
That's why there was such emotion and anger in that, because they are so dedicated to their crafts.
Yeah.
Tom's showing his
Yeah,
age.
you know, being a brony ain't easy.
No. He's all flipping wasn't easy. Being a brony is damn sure not easy.
Being a brony is a lot harder, man.
JT, good morning, Glenn, Hank.
Morning.
Record Clay, Miss Anissa, Vermont. Welcome to the show. It is
It's Friday night, man. Dave's smoking already.
so there is no Friday night show. So
What fucking time is it in California?
It's too early, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing up.
it's 6:00.
Yeah.
And he's freaking hitting the pipe.
That fucking vape.
What'd you expect?
Oh,
It's not Scooby.
Found it.
Not Scooby Doo, you know.
So I won't be here Friday night, and it's you know whose fault it is? It's her fault.
Well,
They're making me go to the locker room podcast reseller meetup, whatever they're calling it. So we're headed to Greenyville, Tennessee.
yeah.
I think we're gonna leave here Friday morning. It's 4.5 hours, lose an hour going that way. So we're leaving here just so we can get checked in and Johnny can rest a couple hours before we do that. So we're heading that way.
You can do it live from the meetup.
You could.
I can shoot a monkey out my ass too. Probably ain't gonna happen. I'll be doing good to just do some recording. Don't worry, I'll interview Kevin in person, his short self, to find out about Barbies and why does he like Barbie so much. It's because they're close to the same height. He might be.
Lag says he can't make it. What the hell?
That's you're
Lag, you
getting
suck.
mean to Kevin this morning. Gee.
Lag, you suck.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. Interesting talent. It's man, you can't give people with insane minds access to Gemini because the crazy. Okay, so you can't give. I'm telling you, you just can't.
You can't do it. You can't give 7-year-olds access to a.
why are we in the main showroom? This is a freaking sideshow.
All right, so here we go. So,
Right.
So, because I'll show you what happens when you give psychotic people this kind of access. Share screen, window.
Oh, what are we? Are we going to show the shit we were looking at before? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
You ain't seen this one yet.
Oh, I was trying to do some silicone shadow Barbies.
This is Dave. This is Dave last night. Make Barbie in the Silicone Shadows Barbie.
Silicone shadows.
Silicone shadows. Dave is helping me test this thing, and I'm like, Dave, did I just hear you say make Barbie into silicone shadows, Barbie?
Now you got to make one My Little Pony into a.
Ooh, don't get me started.
What did I do that for?
Bronies are next.
Yes,
There's nothing
it's
wrong
kind
with
of
a brony.
interesting.
This is what happens when the adults leave for 2 weeks on a cruise.
It is terrible.
Yeah, can't
And
leave
this,
Staten
and this
Island.
is she doesn't look too bad. This is what happens when you also don't have a lot going on in the reselling world other than hey, so tomorrow I'll make a video tomorrow when I deliver my Ground Advantage boxes.
Yeah.
I'm ready for all you Poshmark sellers. Come on, come for me. I don't care. Mine get delivered tomorrow.
Oh, it's good to know.
I thought about opening 3 or 4 more Poshmark accounts just to order some more boxes.
I actually listed an item on Poshmark. Go me. One.
Supposedly their AI and stuff is really nice. It's easy to list. I haven't tried it lately.
The listing process wasn't hard.
For what?
Poshmark.
Mike, you might be right. Grumpy, are you a closet furry that they don't know about?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he walks around with one of them tails stuck up his butt.
I don't need a tail. I got enough hair on my ass. I don't need it.
Isn't that what happens on all these cruises? Free handcuffs and
Now picture that.
Trying not to.
Too late.
Man, I'm not. Okay, Mary, I'll throw one of each of them in the van. Or maybe I'll just bring one box. If I throw it away, it doesn't matter. It's there's really. I'm mad at Josh right now too. Josh on his live yesterday said if you email him, you get his phone number and you can call him or message him about tech support anytime.
I know that didn't work.
I sent him a message at 11 o'clock last night with tech support. He answered me till like 5 this morning. What kind of customer service is that?
What is that? Yeah. Damn Canadian.
By mine.
I thought it was 24/7.
I told him his shit was broken because it says I'm out of listings.
Maybe he
said
revoked
no
your,
fucking way. I said I don't think so.
He revoked
This is
your
an
access.
interesting topic, probably against my own betterness. But I'm telling you right now, for these people that go, but what you really can't find 1,000 listings, and then what you can't find it 2 or 3 months in a row. That's total horse shit.
Depends on what you're selling.
That's total horse shit.
Here's the problem. People make too many fucking excuses why they can't do something.
Instead of finding reasons why they can.
Frickin' Charlie Kirk at 31, dead or not, whatever you want to believe in that, space theory crap, got a lot done in 12 frickin' years. And it's because he's put his head down and went to fucking work. Half the problem with this country and the world is you all want something for fucking free, and none of you want to do the work. You
Sure this
look
isn't
at
the
what
Friday
I got
show?
and go, oh, you got all this shit. Well, you didn't see what I went through for 18 years.
I mean, I'm now 2 months in the list easier, and I'm maxed out both months. I mean,
He officially broke it.
And you followed some advice, and you're sticking to one niche for 6 months. And have you had problems along the way that you've had to figure out, and will it make your business better in the long run?
absolutely.
I know you can't show it and you can't explain it, but I'm saying I've witnessed what you've gone through in the last 2 months, and it has made your business better.
And it's people don't understand the shortcuts, John. If you take the shortcuts, you don't learn to apply this moving forward. You don't understand why you need to do the things you do because so many people think, I mean, it's not Gen X, and most people who watch this show are of our age or a lot similar. You were left at home just to get off the bus like I was. What's for dinner tonight? Whatever the fuck you fix. I mean,
Right.
we all grew up and lived that life through the '80s, and so you learn to figure things out on your own. That's a skill that's not, you know. Everybody wants to be told something. They don't figure it out. They don't have enough desire and ambition and self motivation to figure it out. It's can't. There ain't even a picture of you on the internet talking about your own OnlyFans.
They people say, "Oh, I want this and I want that." No, you don't, because you're not willing to sacrifice to get it.
Yeah.
That's correct. Like today, I'm probably cutting this. I've only got this afternoon to go hunt a product, and so I
What
need to get
product
going.
you hunt?
Same one I was hunting last week.
Oh, okay.
Widgets.
Widgets. And because Thursday I got to record the podcast, and then I need to make sure we're ready for the week to leave Friday morning. So I don't want to leave Thursday. I can't chase it Thursday. So I need to chase it. I've got like 6 hours of driving to go pick this stuff up. So yeah, I can't. That's what it is. The barbecue sauce. You figured it out. Good for you.
Figured it out.
Well, I've had I got canceled on a flight Friday, and I've been stuck. I was stuck in Boston for 2 days, and then it's been slightly a nightmare. And I got meetings all day, so I only got about 10 more minutes in here.
I'd be
But
pissed off. I got stuck in
it's
Boston.
so important. These skills. Anybody can learn to find stuff. You got a phone, you carry it around, you can scan, you can take pictures, you can do. That's the easy part. That's the fun part. It's then what? And tomorrow too, I want to. Dave and I were talking about last night. I just need to dedicate block off some time to because I'm building something that can cover a little bit of time. If I need to take. I need half the day tomorrow to really straighten up in here. And
Why? When are they coming?
who's coming? I'm ordering them today because I was not ready. All these right here have got to go out of here.
I've been on him, John.
And also it was a 5-day lag. I didn't want them to come Friday with me being gone.
Woo!
I'm sitting here thinking, what am I going to do with them?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I just maxed out. I just maxed out this month without even trying on List Easier. We're talking about getting 5 times the inventory. I'm going to have to pay John more money, damn it.
Gonna be stacking and packing.
Listen, this is, I'm in the midst of writing a book about what I do. And I'm finding out it's less about the processes and procedures, and it's more about what you're willing to sacrifice to achieve a goal in the end.
Right.
You're now understanding that you're going to have to make some sacrifices to do what you're doing. And I keep throwing it in your face. What if you did this 5 years ago? Where would you be today?
I'd be the king.
And you keep cussing me out about it, but in reality, you weren't ready to sacrifice what you needed to sacrifice.
And John, I think people discount the fact that the more experience they have, that they are, if they understood the lessons they were learning and preparing themselves for, that's why I decided. People go, oh, but why did you need a new store to do this? Because I want to start from scratch and put everything I've learned so far into that versus trying to if I did it into the regular store I got now, I'd have half-assed it. I'd have never fixed it. It'd have been commingled with the shit that I don't have inventory systems for, and eventually the bad would have bled into it.
It takes all the question out of it.
The volume that you need to get to make the income that you need to have.
That's all it is. Widgets, money, go. How many do I need? How many is not working?
People want to immediately start and go and have every answer.
And the other thing people forget is there's a time element. I have a meeting at 1:30 today. And one of the first questions I'm going to ask them is, what is their expectation of the amount of time it's going to take to get? This is a 9-figure company that wants me to put them on Amazon that is currently not on Amazon. What is their expectation of time to achieve their goal? If it's unrealistic, I'm not going to deal with them. You have to have a realistic value of time of what it's going to take to build out your systems. I had Scott commit to 6 months to me for a reason. Because if he goes off rails, I can call him out.
Because you need at least 6 months to get any decent data.
Oh, I'm going off the rails. You can count on me going off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing it, John.
You're going off the rails this afternoon. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you slide because bills also are due.
Yeah, I can't ignore the main business. Yeah, this one is temporary, John. It's an item that's discontinued.
No, I get that. And sometimes I say you got to have systems and processes and this and that. All that shit's true, but you also have to have an income to pay your bills. You can't stop what you're doing and expect your bills to get paid too. These are changes that you make in your spare time, in your time that you're not dedicated to making the money you need to sustain your life.
I'm with you, Lag.
Oh my God.
I am
It's
not
a hard
working
thing
on
to do,
anything.
Man. No lag.
What the hell?
But it's
Imagine is the word I was taking. Imagine.
You can't listen to Kent. Kent's nuts.
Whatever.
He's a damn Cajun. What do you can expect? I'm surprised he
Oh,
can even.
let me tell you, I spent 2 weeks up in Canada in the cruise ports. Go up there and mention the 51st state. Motherfuckers hate that. Oh, man. I'm like, get your ass in line because you're going to be the 52nd.
He's up there stirring up shit, eh?
He's going to start an international war.
So what is disco pure? Let's see.
Is Kent trying to build a wall or something?
Maybe.
He's got like the uprights going.
And this, what are you talking about?
Disco Purex.
Let's go.
I know what Purex is. Discontinued Purex. That's what she means.
Hopefully Disco's not back.
Why? What's wrong with Disco? Disco was, the Bee Gees. Come on.
Good when it came.
Anissa, you start with a disco, and that's a whole lot of motion that you're gonna get going in different directions.
She is a dancing queen.
There you go.
Can't laugh.
That Anissa, that's gonna be.
I thought Todd only knew one song.
You're the dancing queen. That's your new name for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, good one.
Sorry, Miss.
But it's just in a society that's never wrong, never waits, wants the easy way, doesn't want to put in the work, and you wonder why there's so many people that they watch these videos and go, man, you can make money easy. That's a whatever, and they come in and get slapped with reality and they leave. There's the turnover and new people coming and going is vast. Unless you quit lazy typing and type the whole word out, damn it.
Right?
You didn't put a period on there, and if you did, you didn't abbreviate discontinued correctly.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta go, man. We got freaking English majors in here. That's what
Damn
chat
it.
was.
And I don't care what they say. It's two spaces after the period, assholes. Oh, you don't have to do that anymore. It's because y'all are even so lazy you won't put the extra space after the period.
Some of us don't even want the period. Go read some of my writings. I got run-on sentences for days, man.
There'll be a song about it.
I can go 50 words without a period.
Yeah, it is hard work. Hard work does pay off peddling props. That's why that I'm running today, just because I'll get some coffee before I leave. Yeah, I've already bought this stuff in these stores once, and the one here will restock, John. That's why I'm running there. It's discontinued. Whatever they've had in their warehouse, they've probably put back out. I've got 17 stops to run. It'll take most of the day.
Listen, sometimes you have to do that for cash flow.
And I'll list it. It'll sell in 2.5 days. I sold 44 in 2.5 days this weekend. So
it fits all the parameters. I would chase it too.
I wouldn't.
You should.
I wouldn't.
No, it's not my business anymore.
It's a quick infusion of cash. Just covers all my bills and covers everything. One product for the entire month. So,
and sometimes you have to do that. I mean, how many times did I go on the road to Dollar Trees because I couldn't get them to ship it in a truck?
Oh, to do one day's work and make like $3,000, $5,000. I mean, I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go yesterday, Southern Vermont. It rained here for a good bit.
Rained here too. I'm not used to that shit.
It's raining right now.
Man,
keep it over there. I got shit I got to get done today. I'm leaving tomorrow.
It's incredible to see your growth, Mark, and what you've built that into. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh, what is this? We have booked 200 recurring mapping drone jobs from now until the end of.
It seems like just yesterday you were telling us about buying these things.
I know, right?
Had a job here, a job there, and now all of a sudden.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
I mean,
and make not something out of nothing. I love that.
He started from the bottom.
I mean, if that's what he wants, I'm happy for him. But my only question is did it get bigger than what he was hoping for?
Remember, he's in it with his son, so.
No, I didn't know he was. I knew he was in it with somebody. I didn't know it was his son.
It sounds like great father-son time together.
Yeah.
So Scott, I'm trying to transition to where at least half of my business is brought to me. I don't have to chase it, and then to cut down on the things I buy to the things I want to buy.
That's why I'm working with the 3D printing and stuff. We don't have to leave the house to make money.
Oh hell! I didn't even send a freaking meeting request.
Hey, Josh Kraft. Good morning. So Javis, the reason I sell it on Amazon, it's too hard to open a second Amazon account. Everything when I picked this stuff, I put it on eBay for a week, didn't sell one. Put it on Amazon for a weekend, sold 90.
Oh, it's just ching. Ching, ching, ching.
Yeah, it's the third eBay store, Scott, that I'm building that hopefully will work. Even if
whoa, back up. What are we building the third eBay store for?
Because I want to.
Because he can. You don't tell him.
You're not paying attention. You don't pay attention, John. Before I started this project, John, how many eBay stores did I have?
6.
I had two. This project is store number 3.
Oh, okay.
Trying something
I don't pay attention. You're right. I don't.
So Mark says that it's Thursday through Saturday. His son flies. He just watches for birds.
Hey, whatever works.
Well, you got to. A bird could take you out, right? Like,
that's a big thing with drones. I had somebody come here to do artificial grass in the backyard, and they send a drone up for it. And he said one of the worst things he has to worry about is a bird taking him out.
Yeah, especially with
how big is your backyard that they need a drone.
Expensive as those things are, and now that the cost because of tariffs have gone up significantly.
It's amazing what they do with drones. This guy, to give you an example, Steve was asking how big my backyard is. They went above the house and they were able to see the whole backyard in one shot.
Right.
And he adds it to a computer, and it measured everything and told him exactly what he needed for my yard. How many
It's
freaking nails?
basically a survey job.
Yeah.
That they're doing.
But he does it for himself. You know, he has to. He owns the company. He does it himself. It was fascinating to watch. Then he gave me a $40,000 price tag, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to put $40,000 worth of plastic in my backyard."
I can't. Just because
crazy
you,
high.
it's just because you marry somebody that likes peckers. There you go.
All right, I got to go. I got a meeting.
I'd have left at that point.
Now
too,
that
if I could.
now freaking what's his name, Dingle Dong or whatever his name is, doesn't have to worry about me saying I got to go. See you, Ken.
Dingle dong.
Dingle dong.
But it's this is the doldrums. It's really a time. This time of year can be very. It is. You're a little busier than you were during the summer. It's the calm before the storm of the fourth quarter. You should be busier than ever right now because the prep work you do now will pay off considerably.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get him.
What if I don't want to let him in? Fuck him.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
I have to go over here. I have to scroll up and hit the button.
I'll be real fucking gentle.
That wasn't even necessary, you know that.
But it never gets old.
It doesn't work.
Every time you think something like that, this is what I think.
What the fuck's he saying?
What's up, Tom?
Not much.
I ordered them on the 9th in this one. They said that they would be dispatched in up to 10 days, and it was on day 9 or day 10.
Would you get a notification, an email or something that said they're
The
coming?
only email I got was, "Hey, your order's been sent to the post office or whatever, and processing." The next day, I got one saying, "Hey, it's been shipped," and that's the only communication I've got, Steve.
You must have You must have an account with the USPS because I get those notifications when I order stuff from them.
No, that's who's fulfilling these boxes, so they sent those.
Right, Victory or whatever the hell they call it.
That email that we sent it to, they didn't answer. They didn't say boo. You suck. They didn't say nothing.
I got regular priority boxes for my whatnot stuff, and it was from that same company. So there's a fulfillment.
I got some possible. I wonder how fast can I order them again? Can I order them again like as soon as these get here?
I haven't ordered any. My wife ordered hers, but she waited a couple days after everybody else did. So
yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and get in line because. Good morning, Miss Sue.
I figured I'd wait till it settles down.
Anissa, no, she's still perking. It'll be it probably won't be able to next week.
Yes. What do we call her name again?
Yeah, I got one.
Yes, Dancing Queen. Whatnot still uses priority for £5 from 1 to 5
right now. I have a feeling they're going to do the same as Posh eventually.
Well, I think it's smart for them to keep it right now as long as they're not having a lot of complaints,
Right.
because the speed of delivery between that is significantly better than ground for the most part. But you just wonder, with all the stuff they ship, how many times do they violate priority? Stuff that should go ground gets shipped.
I think that's why they switch it for Posh Markets, because there's a lot of things that probably shouldn't be sent that way. And
Wonder if we got Spam or Primo here this morning. I got one for Primo.
I cannot find my real earbuds anywhere.
Hey, look, Primo Dave is in the chat.
Primo's on the show tonight or today. That's my glam version of Primo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can show you my glam version of Primo.
You spend way too much time doing this shit.
Too much time with a Friday show.
Just saying.
We did this all at Friday show, Steve.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it Friday night, so I didn't come on. But I did watch.
Yeah, we didn't last as long. I wasn't feeling much of it.
I went down.
I don't know why. I just wasn't feeling it, so I didn't.
It was quiet. It was not as normal carrying on. I think everybody was tired from the week.
Oh, we were.
And I think part of it too, Tom, is with all the Charlie stuff, and a lot of people had a really end of an emotional week,
Right.
and I think just the energy levels in a lot of people that by the time last weekend got here was.
And I think a lot of people are surprised by the reaction of a good portion of the country.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not. They've been showing who they are for a long time.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people. I mean, you see these. You see folks go out there and ask all these questions. You know, you see them on TikTok, and it's funny. You know, how many stars on the American flag, and they go, who's vice president?
All I can say is we have failed our children.
I mean,
I haven't. I have 3 very conservative children.
I didn't
mean individually. I mean as a whole.
But you ask them what the tattoo on Taylor Swift's ass says, and they ooh, I know that one.
No, all 3 of them go, ugh, because they don't listen to Taylor Swift.
These people are so stupid. I don't get it.
How stupid are they?
Trump comes out, was it yesterday, the day before, and says, listen, this needs to be made more public than attention has been getting. If you're pregnant or have a small infant child, you know, you need to think twice and get a doctor's approval before taking Tylenol. He cites the study from Harvard over a long and study that there is a direct correlation between Tylenol and autism and several other things. You know, people are looking for the causes for autism. Autism is at astronomical rates right now in historical terms. And now you've got all these women on TikTok who are pregnant taking it because that big orange hateful man said you can't do this.
Well, they're dumbasses.
Why would you take a chance on injuring your own child because you're so fucking stupid?
Because they're dumbasses.
I don't get it.
Because
did I say
this is not making it up. This is a Harvard study. He's just trying to give us some that fucking Elizabeth Warren fucking Pocahontas comes out and says he said to take bleach. You can't believe a damn thing he says. That bitch is endangering public health. She should be arrested for that shit. I can't stand that bitch. Whenever you've got scientific proof of something, remember, believe the science. And you come out to the contrary because you are locked sold to these damn pharmaceutical companies that have spent hundreds of millions of dollars on you and your political career. Fuck you, Elizabeth Warren. You know, you can't put it is okay, so it's not a child. You can stab it, kill it, and do whatever you want to in the womb. And now you're allowed to take Tylenol to try to play Russian roulette with your own child. This has got to stop, folks. The sanctity of life has to mean something. Have we not learned that in the last 10 days?
I think it's a combination of a lot of shit that they put into these kids.
It's and enough's enough. More people got to be like me. Fucking
an asshole.
I don't care what it does to this fucking YouTube channel.
Sorry.
YouTube can kiss my ass. I am not silent on any of this shit. I'm not silent on my beliefs. I believe they continue living like they are, they're going to be doomed to eternal hell. The hell with all these people. Wrong is wrong, and I'm not going to be silent. But oh my God, you're going to lose subscribers. I don't care.
Scott,
Didn't like you to begin with.
If they were here already, they're gonna stay.
Don't care.
Just saying.
yeah, they're
Too many
still here.
people have been silent for too long, and these people are walking off. You're worried about saying something. If they looked at you, if you looked at them wrong, they want to kill you. They want you dead. Y'all don't understand that? These crazies on the left want you dead.
You know, I'm kind of glad the population rate is dropping. Because maybe it'll weed out some of the stupid people.
You say weed?
Okay.
Dave has a one-track mind.
Like a child.
I'm serious. You know, maybe all of these ultra left-leaning people that are, I'm not getting married because I'm not going to have a man tell me what to do.
Good.
First of all, you're in the wrong damn relationship if you have to worry about your man telling you what to do. Because my wife would tell me to kiss her ass. You know.
My wife is certainly the boss in this house.
You know. I mean, isn't that what most people are? Their wives.
But I like it that way too.
AI is stupid. AI is as stupid as the left, because when they tell you that shit, then you got to go back and say, "What about the current Harvard study? Did you factor in the Harvard study?" And AI will come back and say, "Well, that's a good point, Mr. Lag. You know, now that you mention it, this is here and this does this. It'll tell you a fucking result."
There's actually two studies. One is from Switzerland, I think, and it came up with the same results, except
What are those?
to a lesser extent.
Toilet paper.
There's so much stuff in the water, in the food. I was watching a British couple who they've just moved their family over here, and they're like, we don't understand why we're so tired, why we feel so, and they finally narrowed it down to we eat the same thing here. It's just as we did in the UK. The food is different. They are controlling your life and your health and putting you on the couch and everything else because of the food we eat.
You know, I've mentioned them before. There's a YouTube channel called Jolly, and it's about these guys. It's about food, and they have a series where they bring all this American food into the UK, snacks and whatnot, and they have these boys from a boys' school, you know, try them out, and one of the drinks, I can't remember which one it was. They said, "Oh, this is good. Why can't we buy that here?" And the guy that was doing the show started reading the ingredients off the back of it, and he said, you know, blah, 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 that's not allowed here. You know, he read a couple more, blah, 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 that's not allowed here. There's a lot of stuff we eat that other countries do not allow.
And whenever it gets a little publicity, Tom, they just change the name of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like red dye number 9. M&M's got rid of the red M&M's because of the bad rep that came with red dye number 5, I think it was.
What about the brown ones?
They finally reintroduced red ones because they're not using red dye number 5. It's something totally wholly natural and all this kind of stuff. I got a question. How do you figure out what all this Lego crap is, or you just sell it as pieces?
Well, I can tell you, we in town here they just opened a Lego store, so that's where all my bulk Legos are going. I'll sell them to them.
Yeah, I just sell bulk, Tom. Sell the people off and sell the Legos as bulk.
I've sold them locally on Facebook that way. I forget what it was per pound. But if you got a lot of bulk, it's...
Tom has to have a lot of questions. He's not a real reseller.
Look up your minifigs for sure.
You know, this is supposed to be a reselling program. But I think we were talking about horses and what the hell? I don't know what we were talking about yesterday.
Lag, you can believe whatever the hell you want to.
Yeah.
When new information is coming out, you can take AI and do whatever you want to with AI. Don't care. The current research, which is the latest research, has showed a causation effect. Sorry.
You want to know how good AI can be? Yesterday I listed a thing on eBay and I used their AI description just to see what it would do. It was a Carrier remote control. What does Carrier make? Air conditioners, right? It said this remote control works with this model, and this model of TV. That's how good AI is.
Okay, so I'll show you how good AI is. Last night in my last couple of listings,
Although easy listier, list easier.
AI said this was the Beatles.
It isn't?
Yeah, that was list easier, right?
Yeah, AI said this was the Beatles last night.
You still got to check. You still got to look at everything AI is.
Hey, Todd, you still there?
How many Beatles are there? Even if you count fake Paul, how many Beatles are there?
No.
Todd, I feel like there is a trimmer in the AI force with this group.
This is Crosby, Stills, and Nash, by the way. Here's another good one. It said this was ABBA.
ABBA?
For some reason, the last four it did. I had been using all day, listed 400 items. The last five, it goes, you know what? Master Scott, I'm tired. I'm just going to mail these last five in, Master Scott.
The views of the host are...
That's what it said.
I have a question for you all of you AI listers. How much time do you spend going back through and checking?
When I do, it's brief.
I check them all. I give them I make sure the titles and everything are correct. That's how I caught these four. There were 4 errors at the end of it.
I look over the title and then I briefly look over the description just to make sure it's matching. But
because I was just curious that time you go back through and review your listing, are you spending about as much time as just doing it from scratch?
Not even close.
Because the one thing I would tell you with AI and a lot of the stuff, the videos I've watched, is at some point, if you get into deep enough conversations with these language models, they'll tell you they're programmed to give you certain answers and not to tell you other things. It's who's doing the programming on these things. I wouldn't not do the programs. I have listed 2,000 items on List Easier. These are the first 4 that I've had. So the error rate they say is 99.7. I've had 4 out of 2,000. What's that error rate?
It's about
that. It must have been a glitch because I had problems yesterday with a couple pictures as well. There was a couple little glitches yesterday that might have contributed. It's weird that everything is right until the last 4. That's just weird the way that happened.
I have to say though, I probably won't continue my List Easier only because I don't list enough to justify the cost. But I had an issue with it uploading to eBay correctly, and their customer service is quick. I emailed support through the page, and I got an answer within like an hour.
Hey Corey, hey Leroy, what's up, man? Leroy, you should come to Tennessee this weekend.
When I use ChatGPT to give me AI descriptions, I tell it just the facts. I hate all that fluffy stuff that it puts in there.
Just the facts, man. Just the facts.
Well, if you tell it just give me a list of facts about this item, it gives you a much better description than this is the perfect item for blah blah. That bullshit fluff. I hate that fluff.
Certain things are better. Telling it about doing pictures and stuff. Gemini has made an amazing leap.
I use Gemini every day.
Look at the crazy thumbnail it made for this show. First, I've asked for ideas and gave it the title of the show. It came up with 2 hands on one side fighting over a T-shirt. I told it, hey, change that to a Barbie. And then I had like some clothes and like a little hammer or something on it.
I
And
have
I'm like, hey,
discovered.
wait, change that to My Little Pony. And it
I
put
have
My Little
discovered.
Pony, but it didn't remove the thing. I was like, make My Little Pony bigger and get rid of that stack of stuff. And it's amazing. You tell it exactly. You could have said make My Little Pony purple. You could have said make Barbie a brunette. I mean, it's so specific now about what it'll change. Where it struggled with just a month ago, it couldn't spell right.
The power of Gemini is it keeps the same character over and over and over again. So I've been listing some hats on eBay, and I wanted a hat model. So I have one guy, and it just puts a different hat on that guy every time I want it. But it's the same guy every time. But the I've been using it for the 3D print stuff, and if I want to make a minor change to what I'm making it on a picture, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Have you made your own custom minifig? I've never looked at Gemini, and I just called it up, and it says, "Won't you try out a few things? Make my own custom minifigure. Turn me into a superhero. Give me an 80s style makeover. Create a professional headshot."
Purposes.
The 80s style makeover? No, I lived in the 80s. No, thank you. We won't go back to there. Can you upload photographs?
Yes. I told it to make me look like Bigfoot. You saw what it did.
I told it to make Tom look like a gangster, and that's what it did. That's how I got it.
Gangster.
Well, how do you upload the picture?
Hit the plus button, and then when the plus button comes up, the top is a file. Upload a file is your first option.
Cool. Damn,
Gangster.
I learned something.
Oh, now we got Tom on the thing there.
Now I have a project that I've been working on, and I've been doing it manually. I'm gonna give it a go.
I know, right, Hank? It is kind of terrible to have two Toms.
My wife just sent me a message that she sold a sweater on eBay for $70. A sweater.
When are y'all coming to Morganton again?
Twice, November, but then we're only staying for a day. Then we're going to we're going to Myrtle Beach. So we're picking up her mom, going to Myrtle Beach, and then back, and then again for Christmas.
Okay.
So we usually go down 2 days before Christmas.
Right.
So that we can set up, because maybe it's 3 days. I can't remember. But we're there for Christmas.
We're looking at a little cabin that's up on Lake Hickory.
Okay. I've actually never seen Lake Hickory. I'll have to go.
It's a nice lake. It's not a real busy lake.
I mean, this is how crazy this time.
I live on Lake Erie, so it's
made me look like Bigfoot. Oh, wait a minute! Change that shirt to an Alabama shirt.
And will it use the last image that it?
You can keep working on the same image over and over. If you just once you're it's like a conversation. Change it to this. You don't have to keep uploading the same one. It'll keep working.
Hold on.
Cool.
He was looking one way. I told him make him look the other way. There were some things in the picture. I'm like, get rid of the people in the background. If that picture, if you expand it out, there's beer in front of him. There's a bottle of liquor on the table.
I made these with. I actually made them with ChatGPT, but the original, and then I edited them with banana. They're magnets, but I had it change colors and all that sort of thing because I wanted the girl to have the opposite of the boy, and then I had it make this duck.
There's a video I watched, Tom.
So that's all chat. That's all banana.
It's one you need to watch.
I'm getting into my new thing is going to be retro magnets, and everybody remembers that duck.
Duck, duck, goose.
Yeah. Trying to build an Etsy store, but I haven't put a lot of time and effort into it yet. A lot of time and effort into the background of making these things. I have a mushroom too, but I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, we saw those. Those are the ones that looked like the 1970s.
Yeah. But that was all Nano
Sears.
Banana. I had it simplify the picture so that it would 3D print better.
Right.
And then I had it change all the colors the way I wanted them, that kind of thing. Nano Banana is awesome for that sort of thing. I don't think people are really using it for that purpose, but it works great for me.
Tom, in the Facebook message group, I put the
I
video
will, Tamara. Just
from a
contact
guy,
me.
Nick Nimmin. He's a YouTube guy who
I
tells.
love him.
He's got a
Tamara.
video on how to talking about Gemini and changing the prompts and all that stuff. It's only like 10 minutes. It's a good watch, Tom. That's what got me playing with it. So
I love his videos.
yeah, he's to the point. They're not super long. He's very informative.
Right, and he cuts out all the bullshit.
Yes,
all the fluff.
There's a link to a good one there you can watch. It'll really show you all the stuff you can do. You'll go, holy crap! It's amazing the video stuff that's coming out now.
Now, Steve, with your Etsy store, will you make you up a one to use for photographs, or will you go ahead and print out 10?
Probably just one, because if it doesn't sell, why would I print more?
Right.
Now I make those chickens and those things. I print out ahead of time because they sell enough of them.
They? How long did the duck you just showed? How long will that take to print out?
If I only do one, that one's only 45 minutes.
Okay.
But if I do a whole plate of them, I think I can get 6 or 7 on there, 6 or 8.
I mean, just look about the.
It's only a couple hours.
Y'all hear Steve and Corey, who's not in here this morning. What the hell, Corey?
You should see how many chickens.
And Pat D's talking about using these machines. Look around you about what breaks in your life. There's someone who makes the knobs for a crock pot.
Right.
He sold hundreds of them.
Is he the guy that actually makes the knobs, and then he has the threader tool that he threads the inside of it to the
So those are not threaded, Tom. Those are just the little. You know how the little round with the one flat, yes. the little round on one side. It's like a half moon when you slide it on.
Just like going in the oven.
There's this one guy, because the pot lid has, it has a bolt that holds the knob on. He goes in and actually threads the knob, so the bolt screws in like it's supposed to.
But everybody talks about reselling and I've got to go do this. I've got to go to yard sales. I've got, that's where most people get. They never advance off of it. Whenever, so with Corey, the reseller therapy, it's just people hanging out talking. So Corey got to talking yesterday, about he's got an ephemera channel, and his whole goal on the ephemera channel is to sell more of his. So he's branding his products. So where Steve is making that duck, Corey is making stuff like if he sells stereo views, and so he's making a storage holder and putting his little brand on it. And he's like, he's like, I make more money on the stuff I print than on the actual stereo views, because he says 25% of the people who buy something turn around and buy one of my items because they are linked together. It's a storage, it's a display, it's a whatever that he's thought of.
I already have with the chickens, repeat customers.
Yeah.
And I thought I was way too high on the price, but I'm not.
Jake, is the law after you, dude?
Hey, the shirt matches.
The sirens were outside my house.
Dave, those chemicals I think are going to your brain.
Where are you going to?
Look at those eyebrows.
By the way, this dock is going to be a whole duck family. I just haven't made the little ones yet.
So that's a magnet series?
Yeah.
And what do you
set of 5 magnets for or a set of 3 magnets for like $10.
Yes, like I do.
Do you just stick have the little magnets that you peel off the backing of it and you can stick to it?
No, super glue them in. They're rare earth magnets, and they're strong.
So, okay. Jacob, other than the new ports and stuff, is it really that much faster than the other one?
I didn't want to say it, but it really is. It actually is. It's smooth. It's smooth. Just
I didn't think you drank.
because I use
What are
this
you talking about, Smooth?
forward and go over to the.
I thought I heard him say Newport. So I'm
And
thinking
I
he's
don't.
smoking.
I'm like, is it just me? I don't notice a ton of difference. I mean, every now and then you'll be some, but I also don't
And
do
the
the video.
screen
I don't do
too.
the video work anymore. You know.
Okay. Yeah, the screen is a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade on the screen. The matte screen.
Right.
What are you talking about?
So there's a new $150 upgrade option on the new Macs, the new MacBooks, and it creates a much less of a glare screen. Yeah, it might be 120.
Haven't they had that for a long time? The anti-glare?
No, they have not.
No,
I thought they did.
Brand new. Nope. I don't know if they had it last year or not. I know they didn't have it very long. I think it's new this year.
Hey Dave, have you made Todd yet?
I gotta look that one up.
All you can do is his hand, and it'd be like this.
No, if you want to, I'll get you a picture.
So my wife just bought a new MacBook, and it because her old one wasn't working correctly. It probably likely needs new thermal paste. It was overheating, and the moment she bought the new one, the old one stopped overheating. I don't know what happened.
I can't. You realize this is an S21 Ultra. It'll record both cameras at once. This is an S21 Ultra. The 26 is going to come out in a few months, and this is a 5-year. This is a 5-year-old phone that they put it up in front of everybody and went, you're going to be able to record both cameras. Did they give it a fancy name, whatever they call it? You can do it for 5 years on a damn Sam. 5 years on a Samsung. I can do it on this old phone.
Yeah, Director, I think is what Samsung calls it, right?
Yeah, Director View.
Director View. Now I think the newest. I think on this one though, I think they've renamed it again. What do they call it?
Like, I got a quick question for you. Have you seen the little microcomputers they've been advertising? Have you got one? Or if anybody's got one?
I wouldn't mind having one.
It's still Director View on this one.
I thought that would be good to have to our big TV in the den just watch.
Now it's called dual record.
You could just get a smart TV, Tom.
We have a smart TV, but I can't get stuff. There's certain channels you can't load onto it.
Yeah,
like
dual record.
Like our local.
Can't is Brian.
Our internet service provider has whoever the hell they are, and my wife works for them. They have their own app, and you can't load the app onto our TV, and that sucks.
Oh my God!
Same here because ours is just a local company.
All that him and hawing for that.
Yeah.
Brian, we know Brian's the name of your boyfriend, so don't even go there. So I've been using this to do all my eBay listings and all the pictures for List Easier, and just I'm telling you, local send from an Android phone to a Mac, it is really. I mean, I'm used to doing text and stuff, and that's probably what keeps me to the next phone being an iPhone. But it's not because an iPhone is better, folks. If you understood how good Android phones are, remember how's that Apple Intelligence working out for you?
You mean the thing I turned off?
I didn't turn it off, but I don't use it at all. The only thing I use is the Siri part of it once in a while.
If you actually went to Google Assistant and let Google Assistant run your world, and it is amazing how much the difference.
Throw Dave to full screen.
Grumpy.
Is that supposed to be John?
He's got the AI bots behind him.
Okay.
You need to make it. You need to tell it to get rid of the hair and make it a goatee, and you're good.
Right.
You're not right.
How many hours have you been up, Dave?
I actually slept. I got up early.
Oh.
It's a whole new Dave.
Of what?
I was going through my I was going through my inventory yesterday, and I come across this Saturn owner's manual. You need it, Tom?
No, I
No.
probably
Yeah,
will not have my Saturn.
because I'll be honest with you. When I was working using an Android, AirDrop was the biggest thing I missed. But local send is a game changer. I mean, it is so easy. You can send back and forth from Android to an iPhone. I've whatever you put local send on and put them on the same network. It is.
I use AirDrop
I think I like
sometimes,
that one
but
better.
mostly iCloud will upload my pictures for me, but it doesn't work very well at all.
What do you think, Spam? You like that one? Here, put that one big. Yeah, Glam Primo.
I went to high school with him. His name was Jeff Brown. I swear he was. He looks just like Jeff did.
Name's Primo.
Yeah. So that's the other one, Spam, that most people
Neckbeard.
don't. So if you've got it's wonderful crossing platform. So if you've got an iPhone but a Windows computer, which that's more common than the other way around, because just more people have Windows computers. You want AirDrop to a Windows computer from your iPhone, install local send on both of them.
Primo.
Now all of a sudden you've got the equivalent of AirDrop to a Windows PC.
Will it work with my Sony Vaio?
Hey Kevin, it's been so terrible. I don't know if you want me to start to show up.
Originally had Windows 7 on it.
We will not comply.
Leroy, it's called local send. Yeah, I'll show you what the icon looks like. That little circle.
I need to get a smaller
the white with a green. I don't think so, Bridget. I don't think people understand how good it is. It's to not worry about SD cards. I think the majority of people use their phone for pictures on the. I would think most people use it. It doesn't matter what your phone is. You can using local send. You can send it to any device that's got it on there.
You need to make sure you're on the same network, though.
That's it. All you got to do is be on the same wireless network.
So it works a lot like AirDrop. It's just between devices of not the same.
It does assign the strange. What's the name of my
names?
Yeah, my MacBook. It calls my MacBook Powerful Onion.
Yeah, mine's like fried liver or something like that.
Yeah, but there's things you can do to it, like tell it it's a trusted device and you don't have to confirm, and then it just drops without you doing anything.
There's Corey.
You don't want to know the trouble. We've already been through that.
And it wasn't Teresa this time. We've been talking about you.
You going to London for your daughter's wedding, and where are you at? Where do you live at?
What kind of English is that? Where you live? Where you live at?
Where you live at?
Where you be?
Yeah, where you be at?
Where you be at?
Because I was bitching because my son got married in Asheville, 3 hours away from the house, and had to rent a hotel. Now, if you're in the U.S. and you got to fly to freaking London, I hope she's picking up the tab for the wedding.
I mean, can we do it properly? Where you stay?
Where you stay?
Where you be?
I am not going to join in this conversation.
So Corey, I was just telling them. I was telling them about the show yesterday, and you talking about your goal on the channel is to make more devices with your printer than it is actually to sell the ephemeral, because you want to be able to, it's the old saying, you're gonna dig for gold, you're gonna sell the shovels. It's the same concept. People think about that, and then that's a good story from the. Okay, we don't know if it's true or not, because they go out west and they go, damn, look at all these buildings already here. Anyway, they were founded anyway.
It's a fact
when
that
do you
the
think
people
we
that made
start
all
having
the money,
printers? Everybody thinks printers are a relatively new thing.
No.
If you listen to Josh's show, It puts a perspective on what was technology in the late 1800s. They had printers back then. What?
They had electric cars, and what was the earliest electric car? Was it?
It's pretty early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
electric cars are a
early
redo.
1900s for sure.
No, it was before that.
I don't know if it was 18, but it was definitely. They definitely had like 1904.
The first electric car, the world's first electric vehicles emerged in the 1830s. What was that again, Steve?
I'm talking about a viable electric car that you could actually buy.
Well, those
not-
are supposed to be.
Viable, though?
So Thomas Andrews Flocken also built an important electric car, the Flocken Electro Wagon, in 1888. The first successful U.S. vehicle was in 1890.
What the flockin's he talking about?
The biggest issue with those electric cars is range. That was why it took so long, because of range.
That's the problem with them now. Is the range?
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
You can get almost 400 miles on certain Teslas and stuff.
Yeah, some, but.
But then you got to sit and wait for an hour for it to fuel up.
Okay, so have
fuel
lunch.
up.
But the more successful resellers are the ones that see that can observe something and see an opportunity and then figure out how to take advantage of the opportunity. One of the books I was reading, I don't know which one it was last year, that talks about emerging markets and being the first. And I think the example was using restaurants. It's not. You got grandma's recipe. Oh, big deal. That is not enough of a difference from another restaurant that serves similar food. Oh, but I've got grandma's recipe. You've got to have a distinguishing. And if you're the one that can see it and solve a problem and be the first one to make this, like Steve and his keychains, that's a wonderful idea. How do you take advantage of chicken on nest being really hot?
Make chickens on the hens on the nest.
Hens on nest keychains.
Okay, make
The
pineapples.
refrigerator magnets are actually way more popular.
Make pineapples and put the little hole for the key ring at the bottom of it so it hangs upside down.
I can do that. It's not my bag, Tom. That's yours.
I'm just saying, you see how many you can sell.
If the item is bigger, Sutter's Mill, I can see some benefit to going ahead and packing it and being done with it, so it's easier to store. If you've got items that are odd shaped or that kind of stuff, but I don't pre-pack hardly anything.
Well, depends on where you're sending this stuff. I pre-pack for Amazon.
I can tell how you pre-packed it the last 5 days you've been polybagging.
As soon as I start pre-packing things, people start having questions about the items, and then I got to go unpack it and look at it.
Great part about New.
I can pre-pack my magnets because they're all the same.
Right.
I don't know, Corey. Corey says sometimes it sucks being the first. Ask the Oregon Trail folks. Well, then what about the Mormons? They drag their asses out there and barely make it, almost dead, and all of a sudden they can build temples.
The only place I'm selling right now is Whatnot and a little bit on Etsy.
They can barely get over there, and then all of a sudden they are temple builders. So there you go.
For the 3D stuff.
Scott, I've mentioned before the friend of mine down in Columbia that has a machine shop, and he's running his machines off of Windows 95 computers because that's the software he has, and to upgrade it to the newest, to version 11 is like $25,000 a machine, and he's got like 8 of them. He called me and he said, I want to tell you about a deal I got. And I said, what's that? He said, my lathes. And I said, yeah. He said, this guy called me up and he was cleaning out his grandfather's shop and said, if I wanted them, I could come get them. And I said, what'd you do? He said, I called 3 men in a truck and met him over there. He said, there was about $400,000 worth of parts that he can use on his machines that he was going to take off of those. He said, they'll just sit in my warehouse under a tarp. And I'll take the parts off.
That's a lot of the reasons why a lot of these older could be. There's a couple things, there's game. We always consider, oh, the gamers, they want to play it on original equipment, and some games can't be. Folks, it's probably not that. It's probably what Tom has just said. There's so many machines out there that are run on these early computers that either it's cost prohibitive or there is no upgrade. Tom, you're stuck with a Windows 98 or an XP machine, and that's it. They never made the upgrades, but the company's out of business. They've been bought, machines not used anymore, whatever, and you're stuck trying to figure it out.
When I worked at the cardboard factory, the box factory, we were still on a DOS system up until about a year before and then they went to Windows 7. So,
yeah, never get rid of an older computer till you at least look up the parts, and they're relatively easy to look up because
I got some expensive ones valuable ones in the basement. I just haven't got to yet.
In the case of Will, he can't use a lot of new machines because they run so fast that he's got one of those cutters, his lathes. They can't process the data that comes in so fast. So that's why
we had remember when we had a turbo button on the computer? That's why, because some software ran at a different speed than others. And
so Tom Higgins is saying something important. The switch from 32-bit hardware to 64-bit is one of those defining marks in computers of speed, but it's also equipment-wise and stuff. That one is a hard cut. A lot of them just can't deal with the 60. Like Tom said, the data gets there too fast, and the 64-bit stuff is where the difference are built.
Kevin, to answer your question, I was supposed to have a show on Sunday, and I realized I scheduled it for next Sunday, and I realized that about an hour before the show started, and I just said, well, I just won't do a show. But we have one coming Sunday, and then next Saturday, and then hopefully next Sunday.
But Scott, Will said, you've got a lot of money sitting here. Do you just want to give it away? And the guy says, I got to have this building cleaned out because I've got a buyer that's for it. And he said, I need it out of here. He said, okay.
Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Almost $500,000 worth of parts.
They don't care. That's not their goal, Their goal is to get that building sold.
Yeah, but that also, too, those parts are nothing. I mean, do they have? How are they going to sell them? A lot of those questions come up, and the time crunch.
He makes there's a lot of stuff he makes for his machines. If it's metal, he can go over to this machine and make this bolt that he needs, that type of thing. But I said,
come you haven't made him an offer for some of that?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with that shit.
Just think about the online farm you could build with that stuff.
I haven't dealt with all this yet, more or less, all of that. And you know what? There's probably not that many people that are using those machines. And
you'd be surprised, though.
He, it was just an opportunity for him.
You could be the online George Washington Carver inventing peanuts and what to do with peanuts.
And you know what? He's got 3 sons and a daughter. And guess who's taking over the shop? His daughter.
Nobody.
No, his daughter is. Because she realizes how much money, she's his bookkeeper, and she realizes how much money they make. Because they get a lot of one-offs, or somebody needs this part because you can't find it anymore, and they'll make it for him. But he said, I usually make 2 for the price of 1. Because he says it's costing them a lot of money. He says once you got it set up in the machine, it don't take very much longer to turn out the second one.
The setup is the hardest part with any process. It takes me a couple days sometimes to design one of these new magnets, but once it's in there, it's done. I don't have to do it again.
It also just about everything takes time. The setup usually takes longer than for it to.
When I say days, it's a couple of hours, really.
Damn, it's 7 a.m. and the sales are popping off today already.
I haven't sold anything yet today, I don't think.
A couple of hours is like 3 days' work for me.
Well, it depends on how much effort you put into something, but sometimes to get things right, it takes a while.
My friend's been retired for several years. She's basically been running the company. And she likes it. And she always is. Every time I've seen her, when I've gone through Columbia and we've stopped by there, you go into their office, she looks like she's getting ready to go to the midnight ball. She's always dressed up, except for her workbook boots that she slips her feet into before she goes out onto the shop floor.
Did you say she sniffs them?
No, she slips them.
Sniff them.
And see, that's the kind of
Yeah, we
stuff
still have.
that everybody's like AI this, AI that. That's the kind of stuff that it's going to be a long time before AI can do on its own.
You'd be
Or
surprised.
building a house. That's where the money's at.
They're already doing it. They're just printing houses now.
Yeah. Have you seen the guy the machine that prints that out of concrete?
Yeah,
That's cool as hell.
pretty badass.
Yeah, I saw one video. The guy was building a house, and he says, "We just leave it running." He says, except for the guy that's sitting so in the truck sleeping, because an alarm will go off if it hangs up or something like that. But that's really cool.
All right, I got 3 things to ship, so I can go chase.
I got
What you gonna
6.
chase?
Widgets?
Widgets.
Widget.
Same thing I chased last week.
You selling it today already?
No.
Okay, Kent's trying to start a war here. What did LSU do, Scott?
Widgets.
They have squeaked by with a pitiful offense on a couple of opponents. They've got Ole Miss this weekend. They better figure out their offense this weekend, or Ole Miss is going to run them out of Oxford.
What's up, Glenn?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for on this Beanie Babies. That's exactly. Remember when I told you I found those 2 Beanie Babies for $1 each, and one of them was worth. That thing sold for $80 last week.
Nice.
Nice.
The cat, whatever that cat
I
was.
thought we weren't allowed to talk about plush
Oh,
animals.
that's a
here.
widget.
Grams and Pops has got 22 more to ship today.
Woohoo!
eBay and Posh are popping, according to Kent.
I'm going to start with Posh, but I don't have the right stuff to list there.
I got 12 I don't have to ship and 5 I have to.
I had a Posh account, but I closed it.
I've had a Posh account for about 7 or 8 years now, and I've listed one item. And that was because I got an email the other day that said first-time listers have a chance to win $500. So I said, well, I'll go over there and list something.
So Glenn, not necessarily Glenn. So Glenn said that they don't LSU. So they announced the permanent opponents for the SEC, and Alabama's next 4 years permanent opponents are Auburn, Tennessee, and Mississippi State. But we'll still, out of those 4 years, we'll still play LSU 2 out of the 4. Just we don't pay them every year.
We have a new neighbor that while their house is being finished, they're renting this house next door.
It's okay.
He is an Auburn graduate, and his wife is an Alabama graduate. And I said, because we've had the guy and I've had conversations. So the language. I said, how the frig did y'all get hooked up? He said we dated 6 months before we even knew that.
Hey Kevin, which Cleveland hat and how much did you sell it for? I'm happy for you no matter what. I don't care if you got $2,000 for it. Which Cleveland hat? Because you haven't bought a lot of Cleveland hats from me lately.
Huh.
I just sold a hat.
Or you wouldn't say anything.
No, I'm always happy when somebody buys something from me and then can make good money on it. I buy hats at a bulk rate and I sell them at a bulk rate, or a wholesale rate, basically. Drew Pearson graffiti, nice.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that for it. That's cool, man. I'm trying to remember the hat. Send me a picture, Kevin. I can't remember which one it was.
$600 for a hat?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Some of those hats can go for good money.
What happens if I hit this button?
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.